The video starts with a police vehicle rushing towards a scene where a BMW had been reported stolen. The vehicle was being tracked by the responding team as the culprits tried to escape, but these responding officers were not about to let this happen. They were now rushing against time to try and intercept the culprits before they could escape. We then transition to the next scene where we see the officer outside the vehicle with his gun drawn. They had arrived within a few meters of the vehicle, and the culprits were now firing at the officers. This was now a gun exchange between the two parties as this heated exchange continued.
Hou hy af! Beweeg op, fok hy! Dis ouwe! Ek bly hier's lewendig, broer. Kom gooi! Why couldn't I?
The culprits managed to escape the scene before hijacking another vehicle right in the middle of this commotion. They were now inside a white Hyundai after hijacking the lady by the road. They had left the BMW on the road. The cops had to rush before this escalated further.
Suspect down! Cover!
The intense gun exchange continued for a while before the culprits finally gave up. On the next video, the private security had been alerted on a hijacked vehicle. They were now following the culprits as they sped through traffic. The private security are known to be highly effective in South Africa, as they tend to catch these culprits a lot more than the public police. The chase continued with the responding vehicle getting closer and closer to the action. Right in front of them, the South African police can be seen tailing the culprit's vehicle. The chase was being made a bit difficult by the oncoming traffic. The responding officers had to be careful not to cause havoc on the road in pursuing these reckless culprits. In South Africa, certain vehicles are mostly targeted for different reasons by these culprits. The latest reports from Fidelity and other stakeholders list the following 13 vehicles as being on the high risk of being hijacked in South Africa. These include the BMW 3 Series, Ford Ranger, Hyundai i20, Nissan NP200, Toyota Corolla Cross, Toyota Corolla, Toyota Etios, Toyota Fortuner, Toyota Hilux, Toyota Prados, Toyota Land Cruiser, Toyota RAV4, and the VW Polo, especially the hatchbacks. These vehicles are targeted according to the current demand of parts in the South African vehicle black market. Fidelity also reported that approximately 30% of all stolen and hijacked vehicles from the past year were taken across the border into neighboring countries.
Me, just stop so we can regroup. We don't want sirens close to the place. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. Yeah. All right. Go back. Go back.
They finally managed to stop the vehicle and arrested the culprits, but this was far from over. Another group of these culprits had managed to escape and were on another route. The officers had to act quick and try to intercept these clowns before they escaped.
Tell uniform
Yankee uniform. Sorry.
Dipper na?
Oh, we're in Dipper now, yeah, I think so. We're busy.
Then we're looking for Mitten.
Mike, uniform hotel, uniform Yankee uniform.
There's a couple of rows that go into
There's the building in front of us.
There's the building.
Contact, there you go. Okay. Alright, we're here. We're here.
Let's slum, yeah. Let's slum.
Okay, he's in the bed.
The responding team kept pushing until they arrived at a place where there was now a standoff with the culprits. They had been blocked on all fronts and were now sandwiched between the private security and the South African police. They arrived at the second location where the clowns were hiding. They had managed to intercept them in time, and it was now time for the takedown. The culprits had no chance here, as they were now laying on their stomachs in disgrace. Both the South African police and the private security executed this expertly. Props to both teams for working well together here.
Yeah, showing them this thing. You'll see that building roof there.
In this scenario, a private security company had just responded to an active chase. The culprits had hijacked a vehicle, and these security personnel were the first to get to the scene, and they were now on the tail of the hijacked vehicle. Most of these hijacks are in broad daylight, and a new report from Fidelity states that these culprits are likely to hijack vehicles during the morning hours of the day. The chase continued through traffic as the security team waited for the right time to pounce on these clowns. The added risk of more and more traffic on the road made this a bit difficult, but these cops were on a mission. The latest crime stats released by the South African Police Service shows that 6,009 cars were hijacked between July and September 2023. Although this was a decline of 2.3% compared to the same period in 2022, it still means that roughly 66 cars were stolen every day, highlighting the danger of being a motorist in South Africa. In its quarterly reports on crime stats, SAPS also attached a list of the top 30 stations for carjacking reports in South Africa. These areas include Nyanga and Khayelitsha, and Philippi East in Cape Town, Olive and Houtbosch, Tembisa and Pretoria West in Swanee, Ivory Park and Midrand. They finally managed to slow down the culprits and ended the chase without affecting other innocent motorists on the road. The final video is at a service station. The owner of the station had come to check his business premises, but he had no idea what was about to happen next. Suddenly, a white vehicle arrived, blocking the path of his vehicle. Men with guns can be seen approaching the owner, as this became a daylight robbery. They dragged the man out of the vehicle as they tried to kidnap him. The man was putting up a fight as he knew the consequences of giving in here. One of his employees risked his life and came to help the owner. This was beyond brave from this worker, as this could have gone left really quick. Fortunately, no one was physically hurt in the end,